Well, yeah, look, they've won that round. I mean, that's just the reality of it, right? You talk about cancel culture. You have one group in charge, and they're calling all the shots. And until the other group gets its act together and says, hey, 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 this is out of control, we need to actually listen to each other and be respectful to each other. And you can't just dismiss half the country or 75 million voters. Until that happens, you're going to continue to have to get the rubber stamp approval from the left before you can run your candidate on the right. And by the way, if she were the candidate, I'm just saying, not that it's going to happen, but if she were, they'd attack her too, for goodness sakes. Like, don't kid yourself. They want to win, and they're going to go after winning any which way they can. By the way, I'm from New Hampshire, born and raised, former Miss New Hampshire here, okay? Just for the record, I'm going to tell you, I know that's not misinformation. I know people that do this. They actually love being registered as independents so that they can vote in all the primaries. And I know people that actually are going to vote for Biden that are out there planning to vote this Tuesday for Nikki Haley.
I know
it's actually pretty common.
That's CBS. That's CBS. It should be part of their slogan. We're CBS. We contradict our own reporting. Congressman, notorious never-Trumper Paul Ryan. He's back on TV promoting the Democrats' choice, Nikki Haley. Mr. Ryan making his comments, of course, from the World Economic Forum in Davos. Watch.
I would prefer a candidate who I think would be a good president and who I know is going to win. And by the way, give us more seats in Congress. That's Nikki Haley.
Okay, now, as one of the sponsors of GOP infighting, how much weight does Paul Ryan's endorsement carry with GOP primary voters? Or is he, too, also appealing to his good friends, the Democrats?
Well, there's a little bit of history here that you have to look at. Remember where we started. The never-Trumpers coalesced around Ron DeSantis. And they spent tens of millions, if not more than $100 million, promoting Ron DeSantis. Then, if you remember, there was that they kind of left DeSantis. Everybody forgets about this. And they were promoting who? They were promoting the governor of Virginia, great governor of Virginia, Governor Youngkin. And he was going to win big in the election last November. And then he didn't. And it was bad for Republicans. It's unfortunate. I know they worked really hard. But then Never Trump they had to go somewhere else. And so DeSantis collapsed. Youngkin couldn't run, and now they've moved over to Nikki Haley. And look, I'll just say this. I mean, I think Truth Social's the key here. You know, you take Nikki Haley's not on Truth Social, Vivek's not on Truth Social, DeSantis is not on Truth Social. If you just were on Truth Social,
good thing I'm there. You too, Chris.
You might
be in trouble
able
now.
to beat Trump.
I'm there. Okay, I want you both to weigh in on this and give me about 30, 45 seconds apiece. Trish, your friend, Jamie Dimon, shocking some people with his new stance on President Trump and Trump supporters. Listen to this.
I wish the Democrats would think a little more carefully when they talk about MAGA. When people say MAGA, they're actually looking at people voting for Trump, and they think they're voting, and they're basically scapegoating them, that you are like him. But I don't think they're voting for Trump because of his family values. Now, if you look, just take a step back, be honest. He was kind of right about NATO, kind of right about immigration. Mm-hmm. He grew the economy quite well. And I don't like how he said things about Mexico. But he wasn't wrong about some of these critical issues.
So, Trish, rather healing and kind of a unifying message there, don't you think?
Yeah, look, I mean, Jamie Dimon may just see the handwriting on the wall. He's nobody's fool, right? I mean, this is going to be the Republican nominee for the president of the United States of America. And by the way, Jamie's a capitalist. JP Morgan wouldn't be America's largest bank. They wouldn't have had such a great quarter last time around if Jamie wasn't a capitalist. So he's also a realist. I mean, the policies, any which way you slice it, you may not have liked the tweets. You may not like what's on Truth Social. Guess what? Donald Trump got it on the economy. He got it on the border. He got it on the international front. And people are looking back with a little bit of nostalgia now. And they're like, okay, maybe we gave up something when we decided we wanted to get the guy who hung out in his basement but had no policy ideas and seemed like he was nice, but he's really not.